Boah, dieser Ted interessiert mich nicht. Der ist mir irgendwie unsympathisch. Wo wir noch gar nicht so viel von ihm wissen. Ich bekomme ja auch wieder viel zu viele Materialien, finde ich. Vollständige Abriegelung wurde eingeleitet. Diese Anlage für unbegrenzte Zeit zu schließen. Das Personal wird blockweise über die konkrete Archivierungs- und/oder Vernichtungsverfahren für projektbezogene Daten und Materialien informiert. Betrachten Sie die aktuelle Abriegelungssituation als Übung, aber versuchen Sie nicht, die Luken zu öffnen oder die Gebäude anderweitig zu verlassen. Müssen persönliche Waffen beim Identity-Scan abgegeben werden. Weitere öffentliche Zufahrtsstraßen zum Betriebsgelände wurden gesperrt. Im Anbetracht der jüngsten terroristischen Anschläge auf das Schnelltransitsystem bietet der Sicherheitsdienst jetzt ein Big Brother-Programm zur Begleitung des Personals zum Betriebsgelände. Sie werden hiermit aufgefordert, sich für dieses Programm einzuschreiben. Okay, es gab hier irgendwelche ganz großen Probleme, aber so richtig große Probleme.
So people were angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad. Gonna be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
Nee. Geht's da gar nicht weiter hoch? Oh! Well.
Forget the cold. Think of the sun on your skin.
That began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now what I can promise can absolutely assure you is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines.
Friedenswächter.
Not peace.
Leicht euphemiert. Leicht. Klagen. Viele Klagen. Boah, die Orientierung hier drin ist aber auch ein Kunstwerk, ne? Ich habe mit Sicherheit irgendwas übersehen. Vorfall. Unser Riesenhaufen Probleme wächst weiter. Vermutlich die letzte Jahre. Die haben Delfine ausgerottet. Aber es sieht aus wie das, was in einem Mixer passiert. Uff. Als ob der Roboter sich einen schaumigen rosafarbenen Milchshake aus Delfinmatsch macht. Ja.
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds. All right, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
Bisschen luftig hier, ne? Ist das hier oben? Oh, hier kann ich mich nachher wieder abseilen. Okay, das brauchen wir noch nicht.
Data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Scanne den Datenpunkt. Ah, da.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
Friedenswächter.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore.
Wollte ich gerade sagen, anscheinend nicht mehr.
Command, the only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization, we're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained, it can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth, but somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This?
Irgendwas übrig, ja,
When
okay.
I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
No, ich würde es auch gern wissen. Wir erfahren das mit Sicherheit noch.
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
Was ist eigentlich für
You
einer?
should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish.
Oh,
Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose.
oh, dieser Typ.
I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Pharaoh robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know is my name. Sylens. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
All right, Sylens. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
Aufmunternde
What are you
Worte.
talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet.
Er
The
liebt
only
es,
way to
Hoffnung
find
zu
out is to
verbreiten.
keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Oh. Oh, dieser Typ.
Not so fast, Sylens. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you've still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside. That made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself. Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Who are you, Sylens? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How is that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved. Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Wo genau komme ich hier jetzt raus? Ich hätte doch ganz oben runterspringen sollen. Ach, hier. Okay.
All done. Just cold and wet now.
Perfekt. Okay, aber bevor wir weitermachen, will ich einmal hier die ganzen Ausrufezeichen wegmachen. Und die Punkte ausgeben. Vielleicht gebe ich auch keine Punkte aus. Obwohl den hier hätte ich schon noch gerne. Weil jetzt kommen die ganzen 3-Punkt-Sachen. Die ich interessanter finde als die 2-Punkt-Sachen. Ja. Kommen wir hier jetzt irgendwo... Nee, ich glaube, ich mache einfach hier eben auf Pause und hole mir eben einen Kaffee und einen Muffin und dann gucken wir, wo wir weitermachen. Ich komme sofort wieder. So. Also wir machen den nur mit Zitronensaft. Wir machen da gar kein Wasser rein. Aber du kannst, also... Wenn du den nur mit Zitronensaft machst, dann also der wird ja ungefähr immer gleich schmecken, weil du ja... Vielleicht machen wir Zuckerguss auch anders, unterschiedlich, aber du nimmst ja einfach den Puderzucker und nimmst dann so viel Saft, bis die Konsistenz hinkommt. So, da hast du ja gar nicht so viel Einfluss drauf, wie viel sauer der werden kann, weil irgendwann wird der Zuckerguss halt zu flüssig, oder... Oder mache ich Zitronenzuckerguss falsch? Ich hätte eigentlich Lust, erst das hier zu machen. Ja, aber ich glaube, wenn du Zitronenguss machen willst, dann machst du das nur mit Zitronensaft. Weil sonst verlierst du durch den Zucker viel zu schnell, Ich habe noch nie jemanden gesehen, der das anders macht. Ja, deswegen. Also, sonst hast du halt nur Zuckerguss. Dass der sehr sauer ist. Ja, aber dann haben die Leute bis dahin einfach nur normalen Zuckerguss gegessen. Also es gibt da halt keinen großen Unterschied, finde ich. Limetten habe ich noch nie ausprobiert. Der quatscht mich jedes Mal an, wenn ich hierher komme. Aber jetzt helfe ich dir. Wo bist du? Hallo? Der quatscht von da hinten mit mir. Der hat aber eine laute Stimme.
Hardy little plant. You'll help.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
Alter, jetzt chill doch mal.
What, you don't feel like talking?
Jesus. Dieser Typ, ne?
Hey, seriously, we need to talk.
Ja. Ich will doch nur noch ein bisschen Gesundheit sammeln. Boah, wisst ihr, was das Schlimme daran ist? Ich habe richtig Lust, noch einen zu essen.
What are you doing out here all alone? Where are your men?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me.
Vielleicht hole ich
You
mir
know,
gleich
take
noch
down
einen.
some machines, track some killers.
Und heute Abend
Right.
keinen
I
mehr.
hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Ich hole mir jetzt noch einen. Ich muss ab morgen wieder ein bisschen mehr auf Ernährung achten.
Are you sure you're all right?
Well, I'm sober, so...
Also, mir schmecken,
No.
Dankeschön.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking straight at least.
Don't get used to it.
Tell me exactly what happened to Ursa. Start from the beginning.
No one knows for sure. She left in the middle of the night with a few of her best men.
Her best men. But she didn't bring you?
No. I'd been drinking a lot. Or maybe she thought... damn, I don't know. I couldn't hack it. Search parties found their bodies the next day, and the corpses of some Shadow Karja cowards. It was an ambush. The Shadow Karja are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face before burial.
I'm so sorry, Erend.
Yeah, well, when I find the soldiers who did this, they'll be sorry too.
You don't have any idea why she left in the middle of the night?
No. But it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new Shadow Karja threat, I don't know.
Why would the Shadow Karja do this?
Because they hate us. And Ursa most of all. She teamed up with Avad to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get back at her.
Nein, du kannst mir den Ort noch nicht zeigen. Es tut mir leid. Okay, let's go.
All right. Show me where Ursa fell, and I'll do what I can to help.
Come on, follow me.
Hab bitte nicht zu schnell, ich habe gerade nur eine Hand.
Why would Ursa come all the way out here?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Is this Shadow Karja territory?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cleft.
Okay, ich muss sagen, 2 Stück war ein bisschen viel. Ich wusste es vorher ja schon. Aber ab und zu ist auch das okay.
Almost
Habe ich
there.
übrigens erwähnt, dass es heute Abend Pizza gibt?
All right, this is it, where the ambush happened. Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that fancy artifact of yours can find a clue or something. Please. I need to find the bastards that did this.
These look like drag marks. Did someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Karja do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Karja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
Daran merke ich richtig, also dass ich jetzt mich so unglaublich satt fühle, dass sich gefühlt mein Magen tatsächlich verkleinert hat, seitdem ich auf meine Ernährung achte, weil 2 Muffins waren ja vor 2 Jahren nix. Gar nichts.
I'll tuck that away.
Es wird schon wieder dunkel. Ja, ja, genau. Ich glaube, der Magen gewöhnt sich einfach relativ schnell um. Aber ich glaube, genauso schnell ist das auch wieder andersrum. Also wenn ich jetzt so 2, 3 Tage wieder deutlich mehr essen würde, ich glaube, dann wäre das auch ganz schnell wieder drin, dass man insgesamt wieder mehr isst.
I get why they wanted Ursa dead. But why fake an ambush?
There's more to this. And we're gonna figure it out.
Aber dass ich 2 davon esse, zeigt auch, dass die mir echt gut geschmeckt haben. Sie waren halt bloß nicht so... Muffins sind halt eigentlich so ein bisschen luftig und das sind die halt nicht. Das war ein sehr fester Teig. Aber die haben sonst trotzdem gut geschmeckt. War es genauso andersrum? Ja, das kann ich mir vorstellen.
Saving these for the trail.
These guys aren't Shadow Karja. They're from my tribe, the Asaram.
Is this how your people usually greet each other?
Let's take her down! Asaram, don't back down! We're close! Give it everything you got! Pick them up! By one! Run now. What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Watch for an opening, then this is what you no mercy. Doesn't matter. Too often you. Let's show them how we do things in the flame. Now. We can flank them.
Woo!
Asaram, not Shadow Karja. Looks like I was wrong about everything, as usual. Please, use that second sight of yours. I have to know what really happened.
I'm on it.
Waren das zwei Plünderer? Oh, Verwüster. Deswegen haben die sich so stark angefühlt. Verwüster sind ein bisschen stärker als Plünderer, glaube ich. Nicht Plünderer. Ich meine nicht Plünderer, ich meine Säbelzähne. Ich meinte Säbelzähne, aber die sind trotzdem stärker als Säbelzähne, glaube ich, oder?
This is what brought the machines here. These
Ja,
look
wusste
like
ich, wie du
Vanguard
meinst.
weapons. Those rocks, they're shattered. What are those leather straps? So much blood. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before.
Krampf im Fuß.
There's no blood on them. Ursa's men didn't fight back. A lot of people died here. A massacre. Armor straps, cut with a knife, and a rock with blood on it. Looks like you could mount some equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod. A used power
Bis
cell.
gleich. Ich will da hoch. Das Loot.
This is Ursa's helmet. I thought she died in the field below, but it must have been here. All this trickery. For what? Feels like it's just to torture me.
I have a theory. But it takes a little imagination.
So far, your theories are better than other people's facts.
All right. I think the Oseram ambushed Ursa and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. Looks like it cracked the stone there. I think it paralyzes people instead of killing them. It dropped the vanguard right there. No blood on their weapons. No fight.
But why paralyze them if you're only gonna move them and gut them?
They were trying to hide something. Look here, a bloody rock.
That they used to smash Ursa's face in.
Or someone else's. These leather straps have been cut, as if they took the armor off someone.
That can't be. Her body is lying in state in Meridian. I saw it.
You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor. Someone around the same size.
Sie haben sie
and
entführt.
mutilated it enough, so it could have been anyone. Even Ursa. Go back to Meridian. Take another look at that body. If it's really Ursa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right...
Then my sister could be
Dann
alive.
könnte sie noch am Leben sein.
I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
Oh, ich wünsche es mir für ihn. Ich mag ihn wirklich gerne.
Need them soon enough.
Die Quest, die wir gerade gemacht haben, davon sollte man Stufe 19 haben. Und die Quest, die jetzt danach kam, dafür reicht Stufe 15. Macht das nur für mich absolut keinen Sinn? Wieso ist mir gerade schon wieder so warm? Wahrscheinlich, weil ich einen warmen Kaffee trinke.
Friend in the guard. A machine broke up his legs. Terrible.
Ich möchte gerade das mit Aaron weitermachen, weil mich das tatsächlich am meisten interessiert. Und gleichzeitig möchte ich gucken, ob ich vielleicht irgendwas von den Händlern habe.
Yes, yes.
Boah, mir fehlt hier nur noch eins.
I will leave you rugged,
Ups.
well traveled. Yes, I would.
Jetzt wäre das nicht so ganz logisch.
I'd like to talk to you.
Stimmt. Yippie. Klebebomben. Noch mehr Tutorials. Weil ich die bisher ja so gut gemacht habe. Ursula, jetzt kickt die Müdigkeit, aber ich glaube, das liegt jetzt ist jetzt nicht so ein richtiges Foodkoma, aber so ein bisschen. Von den Muffins. Da macht der Kaffee auch nichts gegen.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Marad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him.
Ja, das
Unpleasant,
stimmt.
but
Das
that's
ist beim
part.
Energy ist das tatsächlich noch schlimmer.
The Sun King is eager to meet you. The machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
Ich vertraue denen nicht.
First the Oseram gets special treatment, and now outlanders from the savage east.
Passed by some outlander woman? Unacceptable. I've been here for 2 hours, and this Nora goes to the front of the line.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not
I knew
abandon
it.
her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well.
Ich dachte, ich muss gleich niesen.
Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately.
Oh.
I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
Gesundheit, Dankeschön.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was...
Ja, wenn man sich selber für einen Gott hält, würde ich sagen, ist der Geist auch verwirrt.
He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. And she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
The killers who attacked the Nora. I've discovered that they're a faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging up ancient weapons, machines that corrupt and control other machines. They want to use them to strike Meridian.
What you're saying echoes reports I've received from Murad, a Shadow Karja splinter group. Corrupted machines across the land. When will this attack come, do you know?
I'm not exactly sure.
Then we will do what we can to prepare. But in the meantime, Ursa is my highest priority. Please, help me find her.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
Teilst fliegen Pfeile in zwei Hälften.
I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the Claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Carja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Carja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
Ist alles relativ verstrickt.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
So, habe ich ihn schon mal gescannt? Oder... Okay. Da. Ein Buch, naja.